Good afternoon. We're back with another episode of the Lord of the Rings LCG Progression Series. Playing solo as always, and today's quest is the Passing of the Grey Company. I wanted to play Éowyn, so I've chosen Gandalf, Éowyn, and Glorfindel for this quest. Got one overcome by fear attached to my threat meter, and the others are out of play. And we got Aragorn. So let's get a hand. Do I like that hand? Well, Wizard Pipe is something I'm looking for. I don't like duplicates of it, but this seems okay. So that's all for setup. So I can choose to add one additional resource to each hero in exchange for 3 threat. So I would start with this normally. Do I want to add another one for 3 threat? Well, I've got Galadrim's Greeting in my hand. What would I use the extra for? Yeah, I'll do it. Okay. So, for the first turn I get a card. I want to play Wizard Pipe. And I want to use it to play Steward of Gondor. So you use the Wizard Pipe to exchange a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. Then I can play that top card of my deck for 2. It pays for itself. So in this situation, it's just play a card from hand with Gandalf's resources and draw a card. That uses Gandalf's ability for the phase, so I can't play Ethir Swordsman then. Not this turn. I can play Golden Shield on Éowyn. Could also use it on it's a Rohan hero only, so wish I could use it on Gandalf. Light of Valinor. And get out Gandalf's staff. What do I want to use Gandalf's staff here for? Probably gaining a resource. Alright, that's all. Let's quest. Oh, not questing yet. First, at the end of the planning phase, discard all cards in each player's hand and advance to 2A. And in 2A, each player searches the encounter deck for a location. That would be Haunted Path. Okay, now I'm questing with Gandalf, Éowyn, everybody. Whoops, didn't mean to draw a card. I meant to press encounter card. So it is 1, 2 against. I need a total of 28 right now. Progress needed is the amount of the threat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 2 is 10 progress. 3 turns or so. At the end of the round, raise 1 threat for overcome by fear, and then I can spend a fellowship resource to get rid of it. We're on to the next round. Okay, well, I could play Gimli off the top and Ethir Swordsman. I think I will play Gimli. Word of Command could be played in another phase. I think I will. I'll use Gandalf's staff to give Gandalf a resource. And then I have to raise threat by 1 to be able to do any of this because of the quest. Then when we enter the questing phase, I'll play Word of Command to search my deck for a card, but that exhausts Gandalf. I think the card I want is Unexpected Courage. Okay. So now quest for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. to 4. When revealed, raise each player's threat by 2 or reveal another card. Okay. After an enemy is revealed, ready Gimli. So I have 13 to 1, 2, 3, 4 is 9 progress. Do I want to engage this enemy? Sure. Maybe not. Yeah, I'll engage him. Can attack Gimli. He's a phantom, so the damage will be converted to threat. And then I can do 2 damage with Glorfindel. On to the next round. Okay, well that's a good card. Add a resource to Gandalf and I'll play it off the top. Costs me a threat to do it. That does mean I can't play Unexpected Courage this turn. It would go on Éowyn. Let's go ahead and quest with everyone and exhaust Faramir. And the card is Shadow Host, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, so 14 progress. Almost enough. Not going to engage that enemy now. So we got an attack to deal with here. It is a phantom, it gets +1, so that's 2 threat. And then Glorfindel can kill it. So the phantom rules are here. During the determined combat damage step of an attack made by an enemy with phantom, if any damage would be dealt, it is cancelled and the defending player raises his threat by an equal amount instead. This encounter deck is trying to threat players out. So we're on to the next round. And I will play Gambling off the top. Play Escort from Edoras. Gambling allows me to play Escort from Edoras every turn. Maybe I don't want to do that though. Maybe I'd rather play Unexpected Courage on Éowyn this turn. Okay, so my plan is, well, let's quest. I want to gain a resource. Yeah, I'll give a resource to Glorfindel. And I can quest for... This is an Escort from Edoras. Gambling as a combo I wanted to try. This quest is a little on the easier side, so I wanted to try some kind of goofy stuff out. How much do I need? 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 18? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19. Yeah, that should be enough. I need to raise threat by another one again for playing a card. Then we got another one, so 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 12 progress. Overkill by 4. So, add Stone of Eric and Army of the Dead to the staging area. Each player may raise his threat by 3 to detach Overcome by Fear from his threat dial instead of decide out of play. I will engage one of these enemies. Can't move to the Stone of Eric until you have 5 progress on the flip side of this quest. I am going to... I wish I could engage another one, but I can only engage one enemy optionally, so I have to attach Overcome by Fear to my threat dial. He can attack Éowyn. I'll exhaust Golden Shield to make her shields 5. So no damage. I can deal 1 back with Glorfindel. End of the round, 1 threat for Overcome by Fear, and I'll remove it. On to the next round. Go ahead and play Narya. Play Escort from Edoras. Now, with Gandalf's staff, I think I'll draw a card, perhaps. I'll gain a resource. Let's go ahead and quest. Exhaust Faramir. Quest with everyone but Éowyn. Want her ready. The card is Faithless Dead. When revealed, raise threat by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, to 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 7 progress. Don't want to move to Stone of Eric this turn, though. I'd get overwhelmed, I think. Because all these enemies would engage at once. An enemy was revealed, so Gimli, and they'd all lose Phantom, so I would have 4 attacks. I could go 2 on Éowyn, 3, 4. Well, that might be okay, actually. Let's do it. Going to move to the Stone of Eric, which costs 5 progress. Well, if I do that, I'll also engage another enemy. So I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 undefended attack. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's do it. Costs 5 progress. This enemy gets discarded when he resolves the quest. And I can exhaust... Oh, gambling. I didn't save back. Okay, so he just dies. Whoops. Anyway, move to the Stone of Eric and search for a Oathbreaker enemy and add it to staging. That enemy will be Dead Man of Dunharrow. So all of these enemies are going to engage. What are the engagement costs? Add a set aside Overcome by Fear to your threat dial. Nothing yet. Nothing now. Raise threat by 2. Okay, so I got some attacks to resolve. We'll use Golden Shield for this one to boost her to 5. 1 damage. Let's go attack on Gimli. If your threat is 35 or higher, defending character cannot ready until the end of the round. That's fine. Gimli takes 2 damage. Attack on Glorfindel. 3 damage. Now attack on, I think this one will be undefended. 3 damage. And the last attack can either go on Éowyn, but there's a big risk of her dying. So do it undefended. It could go on Aragorn. 2 damage. I think you can put undefended attacks on Fellowship heroes, right? If you couldn't, then I would just sacrifice Glorfindel, and I don't think it would be that big of a deal. But I'm going to attack with Éowyn. Oh, I can't trigger her ability because of I would threat out. So, never mind. At the end of the round, Overcome by Fear adds 1 threat, and I'll remove it. On to the next round. I'll draw a card with Gandalf's Staff. I'll play Déorwine off the top for 4. I'll play Bilbo for 2. I will decline his response. And we'll just quest. This should be the final turn. The card is either attach a set aside Overcome by Fear. Okay. And it surges into Dark Door. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20 progress. Just need 5. When Stone of Eric leaves play as an explored location, the players win the game. You don't need the 5 progress again, but I do have an additional 15, so. If you cannot put undefended damage on Aragorn, then Glorfindel would have died, but it would have made no difference because I overkilled by 15, so I would have subtracted 4 for Glorfindel and still overkilled by 11. I did not draw any threat reduction, but it was fine. This quest is, I think, probably designed for multiplayer, and it's the rare example of a quest that's a lot easier in solo than multiplayer, because if you had lots of Overcome by Fears attached to players, you'd have to make decisions about what to use your Fellowship resources on, and they can get attached again to by a lot of different things, so that's probably much more of a decision-making process in multiplayer. In solo play, it's a pretty mild quest. Good opportunity to test things out. Didn't get to use Arwen's ability. If I'd drawn a Galadrim's Greeting, I could have buffed her up to 10 and killed the Army of the Dead, which then gives you access to it for the campaign mode. But oh well. Thanks for watching.